Hello, everyone and everywhere, whoever was or will be. I am Redrunner, and today I'm joined by Hyperstar Man and Swag James.
I haven't
Hello,
been here for
everyone.
like almost 8 months.
My last reaction was Guts versus Dimitri. Still been a while.
for Hyper. It might potentially be, being on the mod team for the official server. He has not seen this episode though. Just making.
I would have joined for Chief Slayer, and Simon Kyle, but I couldn't. So I joined Pit instead for that one. If you want to see my reaction to those two, you can see his channel for that. But this one, I definitely wanted to watch with Red.
This one is Ruby Rose versus Maka Albarn. We hadn't said it out loud. There you go.
Yep.
The big 200. Oh,
yeah.
200! It's finally happening after all this time, after being, like, the only one confirmed for so long.
Yeah. Galactus versus Unicron and Ruby versus Maka. Those were the only ones. I know at some point in Season 10 they tried to say, oh no, Galactus Unicron isn't confirmed, guys. They say knowing it was about to happen.
I think it was like during season... they said that during season 10, yeah. But like they said like any other one where they like, I think it was like when people started putting like Mickey bugs on the wiki, and they're like, okay, no, we need to like set this straight. Every other episode besides Ruby Maka is confirmed.
It is not confirmed, yeah.
Yeah. It's not, yeah.
Anyway,
it was...
This is one that the community has wanted for a long time.
And it's been requested by Montiel himself.
Yeah, it is not necessarily the most fair, but at the same time, I have seen a lot of people make at least halfway convincing arguments for how you could at least make it debatable. Speed is one big one, where Ruby and Maka actually are probably pretty close in speed at the moment. At least on the blog. At least in the popular consensus. But what's that?
Working on the blog, you could like argue Ruby maybe taking experience, but even then, it's not like super big and notable. Maka's still able to catch up a bit.
Yeah. It's mainly the power gap and the abilities that they have where Maka pulls ahead. Although, I'm not saying these are actual arguments, but just things that I have been thinking about this matchup long enough that I can, hear in my head and say, So, the way soul sleep works, or adagio of the soul, is that you can essentially dominate a weaker soul than you. When it was attempted against someone with a stronger soul wavelength, it backfired. So, hypothetically, if they can somehow come up with an argument for Ruby having a more powerful soul, she could probably resist it.
So you basically you have to be an Undertale for that.
Undertale characters would definitely be immune, or at least the humans. I actually don't know how that works now that I think about it.
Probably just the humans.
But the big one for me though is the soul sleep obviously counters aura, and that's the big thing.
Yep.
Even hypothetically, if you wanted to say Ruby does have a stronger soul, the way aura works, you could very well make the argument that as her aura gets whittled down over time, that is literally her soul getting weaker, and eventually Adagio would work. Anyway.
Oh yeah,
a lot of interesting interactions with this fight.
Pretty much.
I wanted to ask. I forget. I know you had this in your top 10 a few times. Is this your number one? Like, just in general?
It has never been put as my number one. It is definitely one that I've anticipated for a long time. But no, it is not my number one. And okay. just to be clear on one thing, if you're talking about anticipated matchups, it's a little bit of a toss-up. Like, this is definitely up there. If you're talking about favorite matchups of all time, that is not even close.
All right.
Favorite
And,
matchup is Ratchet and Clank vs. Jack and Daxter, no question.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Nice.
this one's always been up there for me as well, like for a long time, like with Colex, Troop Slayer, and this one as well. I've like wanted this for a while now, and yeah, it's happening. It's cool. And when was this like requested again? Like almost 9 years ago.
During Volume 2 of Ruby is when it was really getting some push, especially from Monty himself.
Mm-hmm.
That was back in. When was that again?
This one's always been up there as one of my most wanted, but it's like flip-flop, but I've still retained my appreciation for it. And hey, it's finally here, so time to see how this goes.
When was Volume 2? I know Volume 2 and Season 2 of Death Battle overlapped, but...
Volume 2 was...
2013?
All the way back in 2013 to 2014.
Yeah, 2013, so like 12 years ago.
Literal decade ago.
That's crazy. And they did it. And now we're gonna see.
Finally doing it. Let's do this.
Alright. Well, yeah. Maka is definitely going to win. Let's just... Yeah.
Yeah, again, working on the block. Yeah, most of the screen, Maka's gonna win.
Well, it's not up to us, it's up to these guys. And we might get it right, we might get it wrong. I don't know, but either way, let's start our show. The sound effect, too.
Oh, the gun sound effect!
Ruby
Good.
versus Maka Albarn.
The battle of spunky teens with oversized gardening tools. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Yeah, Philip is a sound designer for Ruby until he like I guess he just now works for DB. So this should be
Ruby
very.
isn't there anymore.
I remember
Yeah.
when Mama Boomstick read me bedtime fairy tales. Stories of heroes and warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand.
Yet in the world of Remnant, fairy tales are real. Here, huntresses do battle with monstrous.
You know, I never
grim,
recognized
and there
that
was nothing more
the
exciting
castle
than
kind
that
of
to
comes into
Ruby
form
Rose.
like a
Daughter
clock.
to the world-renowned huntress, Summer.
Official VTuber!
Weird. Little Red really
Oh,
wanted
no.
Like
nothing more
weapons, her
than being a
family,
hunter.
Penny. Hey, look at that Penny.
Penny. Nuts and dolls, yay.
2 years ahead, a premier school for huntsmen and huntresses.
drinks milk.
Ruby clearly showed prodigious talent.
Not just that, she's got the weapon geek gene just like yours truly. Ruby doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose. It may look like a high-tech scythe, and it is, but it's also a gun.
It's also a gun.
Ruby made Crescent Rose
Or the line.
herself. It's like a dance between Grim Reaper's Choice and
Can we
a
just comment
bolt-action
on the
sniper
fact
rifle.
that it is implied she made that thing in like
herself.
early high school or late
Crescent
middle
Rose can
school?
switch between sniper and scythe
Yeah.
at the press of a
All by
button.
herself.
Ruby's an old hand at flinging and moving it exactly how she wants. Despite it
That
being
original
like
trailer is
bigger
so
than she
brutal, by
is.
the way. She
What does do
eviscerates
with
all
those
those
noodle
monsters.
arms? The girl can't even
Yep.
throw a punch.
Well, she might not need to, given the strength of her aura. All living beings in Remnant have an aura, except dark creatures like Grimm, though not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training. See, aura forms a barrier.
Bro, that
blocks
one
fatal
scene
blows
gets
and even
used
heals
so
wounds.
much
Weapons
in
stronger,
versus
too.
conversation.
When Ruby slaps a cartridge of dust
I think
into
they've shown that in
Crescent
every
Rose,
Ruby
her lights
episode.
up nature's wrath in man's hand.
Dramatic, but accurate. This dust represents the base elements of the world. Fire, electricity, ice, wind, anti-gravity. Does that last one count?
Rule of cool, Wiz. She's got the eyes of a hawk, and when she shoots you with dust, a bullet wound's the last thing you'll be worried about. With enough of a boost, ice dust can freeze over whole mechs, and she can power up her kicks to crater military-grade steel.
A person's
Equal to
aura may be
Alucard.
good, but Ruby can keep track of hers with this handy health bar on her not smartphone.
Ruby blasted through Huntress classes with flying colors. Almost right away, she was appointed the leader of her
I feel like that was a
with
pun,
White Sneed,
but
Black
an
Belladonna,
unintentional
and
one.
Big Sis Yang Xiaolong. Oh, I get it. Team Ruby.
But Ruby's hope for many years of learning with her friends would be dashed as evil machinations spread like wildfire. And with a flash of silver light, Beacon had fallen.
Ruby's friends? Dead. Her school? Totally wrecked. Her sister? Disarmed. All because of a lover spat that went way too far.
Salem saw the world divided, and it was time to say
I guess you
goodbye
could describe
to
it as
any
that.
happily ever
We
after.
still
But
don't
Ruby
know
wouldn't
what
give up
Salem's
like that,
ultimate
so
goal
she set
is.
off to
I
change the
genuinely
world.
think she
Even
just
as
wants to
Crescent
die,
Rose began
but
to feel
who
heavier
knows?
We will-
and
we will
heavier.
see in the
Could she
future.
really save the world like her
It's like that
fairy tale
Connor
heroes?
gif.
All she did is what she's
No.
always done and never stopped moving forward.
Because Crescent Rose wasn't the only thing she needed. She had to improve her semblance too.
Right. While aura is essentially the manifestation of one's soul, the semblance is an expression of their personality.
Basically, it's a superpower farmed by aura, and Ruby's got super speed. Or a teleport.
Like farmed
or-
by aura.
what is
God
it?
damn it! I see what you did there.
This is Petal Burst, a mixture of speed, teleportation, and intangibility. Ruby can rocket from one point to
I don't
another.
know if I would call it like straight
By literally bursting
teleportation,
into
but
petals.
Sort of. According to Best Robo Girl Penny, Ruby's semblance is extremely
Hey,
complex
what's
and
got-
variable.
what's this
It
got good
involves
taste?
breaking her body down to its molecular components before zooming off in complex paths, negating the laws of mass entirely.
AKA Super Speed Plus. And Nora is best girl. Ruby's Petal Burst is so
okay, that black bar is implying that she can just straight up phase through stuff.
She is certainly quick enough to give Emerald and Mercury a hard time, and they've dodged actual lightning.
I hate that.
Faster than
I
Blade,
hate
who
that
could keep
Volume
up with the
5
most
fight,
range force of
bro.
all, Adam Taurus.
Well, he did draw his sword fast enough to parry an
Oh,
actual
this?
particle beam. In
Actually,
real life,
this?
such a beam is created by accelerating charged
Cool.
particles to just under light speed.
So, that's impressive.
With such a powerful ability, Ruby could safely shine her smile for years, even as she carried the fate of Remnant across the world. To her friends, she was a beacon of hope.
Well, yeah, because she's got one more superpower. Her silver eyes. Just like her mom, Ruby inherited them from the God of Light as a weapon against negative anti-life energy, like the evil goop Grim spawned from. Just a wink and blam. Sayonara, Dragon of Darkness.
But Ruby's skills didn't falter after her time at Beacon. As she journeyed across Remnant, she leveled up to compete with all sorts
Superman
of powerful
and Rock of the Bloodhedge.
Her team
Okay.
could even match the
Okay.
squad.
IBB tag and DC.
Sure.
Including Harriet,
Sure,
whose
bro.
super speed semblance was totally outclassed by Petal
Sure.
Burst, and Vine, whose aura was strong enough to contain a
Just to
bomb
be
that was
clear,
about to
I'm pretty
decimate
sure
the
if you
whole city
took,
of Mantle.
if you genuinely
These
took
are
Blaze
some
Blue
pretty
at face
powerful
value,
auras.
Though
then
it's
she
important
would
to
win.
remember, Ruby is only 17 years old. The weight of being a leader, a savior, and a huntress like her mother would get heavier and heavier and heavier.
She got over it. Look at her go!
Taking Crescent Rose firmly in hand and sending a message of unity to the rest of the world. Ruby had finally left the fairy tale behind, taking one more step toward the day we've waited for.
Haha.
I said the thing. I said the thing.
Today's battle is sponsored by
Oh.
Prize Picks.
We all
Oh, a sponsor.
every
I
day,
have
Cool.
not
Prize Picks
ever
making the
done,
right choice
um,
can get you paid.
What is this, fantasy football? Yeah, I've never done it.
The perfect time to jump in and join
Fantasy
the hype.
It's
football.
easy to play. Just pick more or
Let's go
less.
gambling.
It's like football, but fantasy.
Bro, okay, no, that's probably not a great description. I
Oh,
have,
so it's like fantasy but football?
yes. Anyway,
but
I have
fantasy.
so many people I know who've gotten so deep into fantasy football. I can't say I totally get it, but
for good, they offer injury reboots to save you from some real bad luck.
It's a thing, apparently.
it is a very popular
Today, use
thing.
Code DEATH to get $50 in lineups.
I
after you play
love
your
the
first
code
$5
DEATH.
That's code DEATH to get $50 in lineups after your first $5
Code is just
lineup.
death.
Picks. It's good to be right.
Okay. Maka's turn.
A sound
Alrighty,
soul dwells
Maka.
within a sound mind
Dwells in a
and
sound mind
body.
and a
But all
sound
the
body.
unjust evil souls of this world are on the Disney Fast Pass to becoming a Kishin.
Destructive gods mutated from good-natured souls.
Does Jack the
A
Ripper look
Kishin
like
could
that?
plunge the world into chaos and madness.
Because it's the world of
If only
Soul Eater.
Someone could stop them.
Bing bong, it's the DWMA. Welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy, where death rules. Literally, his name is Death.
Here, Lord Death tasks humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon weapons.
AKA people who are also a weapon. No, really, they transform into weapons. Guns, ninja stars, hammers, you name it. A Meister weapon pair kills and consumes lost souls to keep the Kishin away. Jack the Ripper? More like Jack the Fraud.
And so, the demon weapon Soul was paired with the dutiful rising star, Maka Albarn.
Talk about your classic teacher's pet. The kind of girl who
Like
leaves an apple
unfaithful
on the desk
men
and
and
goes,
raw
"Teacher, you forgot
fish."
to give us homework," and then we jump them.
As if Soul's any better, a weapon who's too concerned with being cool to do any real work.
Hey,
I did not
Soul's
remember the
just
raw
any
fish
weapon.
thing.
He's a Scythe, and he's got
Either.
his sights on upgrading to the highest level of Death Scythe.
Which would be a high honor. And lucky for Soul, Maka always aims high.
With that common goal, Maka and Soul formed the Dream Team. All they needed was 99 Kishin eggs and the soul of a witch. Easy, right?
Maybe, since Maka is extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual presences from millions of yards away, and can discern its nature, stability, and emotions.
Time for class then. The two trained hard, but their styles kinda weird. Okay, so Maka guides Soul in the direction she wants to go, but Soul, the Scythe, does all the actual
Including
movement
everything for
himself.
this.
Maka's the
Oh, yeah.
master,
The 17.
Soul's the weapon.
Like
You know what I would
Doctor and
really love?
instrumentalist.
If they
A
said
Meister
that the
weapon
Silver Eyes
player
work
cannot
against
work in
Black
harmony
Blood,
with
so that the
total
Black Blood dress
cooperation.
turns into the
Too bad
white
their teamwork
Grigori dress.
Sucked. They fumbled
Okay, that's
the
cool.
game.
That would be cool,
Death
even if
Scythe
it
status,
probably makes no
F-.
sense.
Maka just
The
couldn't.
And even
fact
if
that they
Silver Eyes-
focus, I'd say the fact that they focus so much on Silver Eyes means that they are going to humor that idea. They might use it in the fight.
Plenty of rivals showing her up,
Yeah,
like
probably,
Blackstar
and
Tsubaki.
yeah, probably.
Puts a
Even if
damper
it
on the strays
probably
when
isn't going
this
to work.
show-off is doing better than you.
It was up to Maka and
He's the
Soul
goat,
to
be
improve
quiet,
their
Liz.
teamwork through Soul resonance.
What I said about wavelength wasn't metaphorical.
Exactly.
Rather, wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through each other. Think of two wavelengths.
I like
as
the
different emotional
border
amplitudes
being
that
a
must
wavelength,
merge at
too.
one alignment.
Yeah, if
Oh,
the
that's
Meister's
cool
the
to tell.
guitar and the weapon's the amp, then they create a feedback loop to increase its frequency. That's soul resonance.
Soul resonance creates a telepathic link and surges their strength and speed.
And preps them for cool scythe moves like the Witch Hunt Slash, a big energy strike that puts the L in evil.
As the name implies, it works especially well against witches.
Maka chop.
For evil creatures, it's not
Maka
exclusively
chop.
It's
Yes,
actually
Okay,
guys.
then.
directly against evil because of Maka's rare anti-demon wavelengths. Basically, being a goody little two-shoes.
You know,
gets
what
her
if
the
what if she
power,
tries to
purity,
do that on
whatever.
Ruby, but then she
Maka and
catches it like
Soul will
Asura
become
during that
a
one boss battle?
synchronized unit. Though one would sometimes need to rein in the other's idiotic habits.
And the other guys gotta stop their annoying overthinking, Wiz.
But everything changed after a unique encounter with Krona, which nearly killed Soul.
Now Soul had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing on over and play the piano. Yep, Soul got infected with black blood.
Black blood was specially
Technically,
as
they
a
both did,
weaponizable
but,
blood.
Maka
It
can
hardens
handle
and
that a lot
strengthens
better.
its user's body inside and out,
Yep.
increasing their physical ability. They can even block blades with their bare skin.
Too bad it comes with a little side effect of madness with a capital M.
A force of fear and sadness all living things possess, which threatens to ruin the world.
So it was kind of a big deal that Maka was bummed by how she got Soul in a jam. But thanks to
That's a
Soul,
bit of
she
an
got over
understatement.
it and even welcomed in their new little ogre buddy.
Yeah, a
When
bit of
Soul
understatement.
plays his
at the very
grand
least.
piano, their soul resonance sings even louder through the black blood.
Giving Maka all the perks of Black Blood too, even the crazy parts. Bet you didn't expect that, Krona.
But evil saw their plans through. The Kishin Asura had arrived. Madness was spreading everywhere.
So Maka and Soul had to lock in and upgrade their witch hunt to the even stronger demon hunt slash. They went on even more missions to
Yep.
reap souls with classmates like Blackstar, and that guy outran his own shadow.
Perhaps the most
Okay.
obvious evidence ever of faster
I'm
than light
Mifune.
speeds, and Maka could finally keep up with him.
Pair that with her fight with the demon tool Gopher, who could obliterate whole
So yeah,
mountains,
they're
and you've got one
going to
heck
have
of an
Maka
ace kicker.
slightly
And yet,
faster,
Maka's relationship
probably.
with Soul still faltered. Soul was the real star here. Even other Meisters were trying to take him as a weapon, away from Maka.
I mean, he literally moves himself, so Maka couldn't help but wonder if she was holding him back all along.
But Soul said the truth. In all of their missions, their teamwork was the key to their victory. An orchestral performance is only as good as the one conducting. And so, their wavelengths played in harmony, and Maka donned a dress of black blood.
It's an armor.
Black
literally
blood
Yeah,
made of
yeah,
blood, and it
the
lets
Maka
fly around
becoming
and
a
shoot our
scythe is
souls into
probably
our
not
soul
canon.
So freaking metal.
At the same
And
time,
dumb.
Soul discovered
And
he could
very
hack
dumb.
souls and directly transmit
but
Maka's
kind of
anti-demon
cool.
wavelengths.
It's a little
Power
bit
Friendship
cool.
Punch is
And
dumb.
be completely
Power
down
Friendship
through
Punch
Soul
actually probably
Adagio.
isn't
And
the
they
weirdest
finally
thing
achieved
for this
Death
series.
Sight. The dream's here, baby.
Yeah.
So when Krona's own black blood reached its final stage, Maka and Soul flew to the moon. A moon small and unassuming, but so dense it has the same mass as the planet itself. The very world's sanity was at stake.
Krona might have gone insane, but Maka still reached out to their new friend Soul until the Kishin showed up to ruin everything. Come on, Asura, they're having a moment here. Timing, bro.
In what would be Maka's final exam, Maka
there's the
and
Fire
all of
Force
their
Black
friends
Box.
faced off against the Kishin.
Yeah.
Maka would not scale to them.
Maka pulled
Thank
her weight
you.
and perfected her teamwork with Soul. Their wavelengths
None
were
of that here.
perfect.
Asura did everything he could to separate them, crater them into the moon, punch holes in Maka's chest, tamper their souls with madness, and each time they successfully realigned their wavelengths.
Until they kicked his ass with one final upgrade, the Kishin Hunt Slash. Maka Chop! Now,
Okay,
that's my
okay.
real absolute
Literally.
cinema.
Because
Who drew that? Who did it?
That's part of their merch.
Should you feel overwhelmed by evil's roars, just
Who did it?
42 564
That's cool.
whenever you want to knock on death's door.
Okay, that's
Very cool. That's fun.
Who did it?
Congratulations!
Wiz, your ego is showing.
It always is. And why not? This death battle is episode 200.
Well, yeah, it's a big deal, so we've got a big discount on our website to celebrate.
That's www.deathbattle.com.
I just sell their own
Website
merch for the
members
big
already get
deal.
on
I
videos
hate
like
those.
exclusive Death
I
Battle
hate
merch, the whole
those
episode
cinema
archive,
images.
including episodes not on YouTube, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes goodies. And if you sign up today, you can use our code DB200 to get 20% off.
You can only grab this discount in the next 2 weeks, so use code DB200 to get 20% off
Alright.
your website membership as soon
So
as
yeah, I do think they're going to give Maka all the stats. They might be generous and say speed is equal,
Cool as fuck.
but I don't know.
Images.
Alright.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's
But again, they did focus a decent bit on Silver Eyes, making me think it will get used here.
Scythe battle.
Okay,
boy.
it's official.
Here we
This
go.
is so not cool.
Oh, come on, Soul. Our target should be here, so try helping out. Hi!
Close enough. Close enough.
Red Riding Hood, your humanity has strayed from its just path, and the Shinigami has called for you. Oh my gosh, your boyfriend turns into a scythe! Oh, that's so cool! Your soul is ours!
She did not know how to respond to that.
Okay, here we go.
I like my soul, thanks.
Won't lie, Red. Your moves are sick, but too slow for my Meister.
You haven't seen anything yet!
Ooh.
She's good, but we can handle it.
Let's go, Soul Resonates!
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Hey. Oh. Ow.
Ow. Like that.
Oh damn.
Okay, that worked.
God dang. Ooh. This is so colorful. Oh my god.
Very slick. Very fluid.
Oh.
The black blood.
Let's go.
Interesting. Her soul forms a barrier. Try helping out.
Relax.
Oh, that's high.
The Japanese.
Okay, what's this? What are you doing, Soul?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I have to ask, was it worth making a 3D model for the goblin guy?
Heroes, and I am a huntress.
Soul Adagio.
Oh,
Hey, did it.
Ruby.
Oh,
Oh, the silver eyes.
Damn it, jeez. Stay strong, Maka. You got this.
hey!
There you go.
A simple, honest soul. Ruby Rose, huh?
Not
That's
bad.
nice. Oh, hey, 2 of the moons are there. The both of them.
Not bad
Yeah.
at all.
Peace, Ruby. But hey, it's not often you get to see scythe on scythe action like that.
Let's break this down with the 4
Yeah, no, that's
categories that
almost
best
non-existent.
represent this matchup. First, strength.
Or a supercharged Ruby's strength way higher than you'd think, like kicking this Grim through steel. But Maka's soul resonance could match Gopher, who destroyed mountains.
Now, Team Ruby did defeat Vine, whose aura contained a bomb that could have wiped out a city.
Adding up their flight speed and how far Harriet said they'd have to fly to avoid the blast, that's a 366 kiloton bomb.
It's possible Ruby's own aura possesses a similar level of, say, energy strength, though her semblance obviously can't replicate what Vine did.
Black Blood Maka got blasted by Asura into the moon. Yeah, it's small, but its
Yeah.
mass is the same as Earth's, right?
Putting Asura's strikes at 2 quadrillion tons of TNT, over 5 billion times higher than Vine.
So, Maka takes strength, but speed wasn't as clear cut. Ruby's a fast little gal. Maka kept up with Blackstar, faster than Shadows and whatnot. But as they improved their skills, Ruby and her friends could outspeed Atom.
Who blocked a particle beam. Though
I
given
don't
the
know if
distance and time
outspeed
to react,
is how I would
Atom
put
moved
it,
about
but
42% the speed of light. Not quite faster than your own Shadow territory. Still, Ruby's Petal Burst has become far faster than this over time, and clearly gives more than a 2-time speed increase on top of that 42%, making her well past light speed.
Definitely enough to take on Harriet, who was all about speed. Angry speed.
yeah,
This
that
isn't
that
to
much
say
is
Maka
fair.
couldn't keep up thanks to Soul Resonance, but Petal Burst makes this comparison close enough to call it a tie. And
Yeah.
their speed
Okay.
was
That's fair.
the key to winning in skill.
Come on, Wiz. Call it what it really is. It's Scythery.
That's not a word.
Scythery.
But Soul does all the movement for her. As a Meister,
Scythery.
she was mostly a guide.
It's easy to assume that Ruby's Scythery was superior. She's entirely self-sufficient at dancing with her weapon.
Soul's own control is still a factor here, but it doesn't change that Ruby's been swinging that thing for way longer than Maka. Ruby's got Scythery in the bag.
Okay.
Perhaps this edge
They
would be
kinda
enough
called
for
it.
Ruby to avoid Maka's far greater strength if she had the better powers.
So, Aura's really
Which-
cool. Barriers, healing,
no.
superpowers, and so on.
Phasing
Aura's
is
got
pretty
one
good,
big
but
weakness.
It is a finite resource that is required for all of Ruby's powers.
Petal Burst, activating Dust, even powering up Crescent Rose takes juice and some aura. Once it's gone, Ruby's totally vulnerable.
And there's a second key factor regarding aura. It is specifically a manifestation of Ruby's soul.
And Maka's powers are all about taking on souls. Maka had lots of ways to break through Ruby's aura.
yeah, the only
like
thing
Soul Adagio.
of Ruby's
And
arsenal
since
that isn't
Maka
connected to the
exceptionally
soul
gifted at examining
is
souls,
the
she
Silver
can
Eyes,
definitely figure out how
so
aura
that makes
works.
sense
But
how they
plot
ended it.
twist,
Yep.
What about Ruby's silver eyes?
Here we go.
Her anti-Grim eye beams.
Speaking of which.
Turns out they were actually her best secret weapon.
The negative power of Grim is quite similar to Madness wavelengths, which power Black Blood. Since anti-demon wavelengths can cancel out Black Blood, the Silver Eyes should achieve a similar effect.
But Maka and Soul's whole story is about reaching that perfect soul resonance. Asura tried every way in the book and more to separate their wavelengths and failed. And we already talked about how much stronger he is than Ruby. Maka takes powers, because when she rose to the occasion, Ruby didn't stand a semblance of a chance and bit the dust.
The winners are Maka Albarn and Soul Evans.
Wait, his
Hey,
name
they
is
say-
Soul Evans? Next time on-
Next. This.
Um,
Oh, hi. Hi there. Oh, hey, look at that. It's
Okay.
Ismahawk.
Subscribe and
Oh.
join us a member to
Wait,
see
versus
the
Buffy.
death battle.
I'm not a
It's the
big.
Ismahawk episode.
I'm not a big. Oh,
Aw. Hell yeah.
Aw.
Let's
I'm
go.
not. I'm not a big fan of Blade versus Buffy as a matchup. So, eh.
Oh, that was fun.
I guess we shall see what. Well, at least we have our Halloween episode.
I think they'll make it look cool, but yeah. I mean,
That
Ismahawk
was
does good
fun.
work. I'm not sure the actors in particular who are going to be playing these two. I know we saw snippets in there, but I mean, obviously, I don't recognize them.
For Halloween
All right.
episode.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense for a Halloween episode.
Oh yeah, Halloween. Nice.
Yeah. Again, not the biggest on the matchup, but I know that Ismahawk can make that one look cool. Plus, neither of these characters really require anything that is super out there.
Really funny Blade got into Rivals around the time they were making this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And that game made him look like he was freaking Virgil when he ain't like that. He's kind of more grounded.
I mean, so Hyper, you're half right and half wrong. Comics change those sorts of things all the time. Blade, a lot of the times, is really insane in how he's portrayed.
Is he? I mean, like I know he's like super skilled. Like I'm going basically. My knowledge on Blade is basically some cartoons in the movie. Like that's how I imagine Blade, and which like I imagine is similar in portrayal with Buffy.
This is our.
Buffy is way more. Buffy is way more grounded, even considering that. I would say. I mean, I don't know. I guess they would probably be pretty even if you're talking about the movies. I don't know the shows you're referring to, so.
Just some animated shows.
This is our 6th comic episode of the Kickstarter era as a whole. God damn.
Oh hey, Red, Red, you can update the tier list now.
Oh yeah, I literally can.
Finally, new characters.
New characters.
Okay, but yeah, just obviously it really depends. Certain equipment of Blades can probably even be argued as like Herald level. I obviously know they're not including that. And technically, Buffy has similar stuff, but whatever. I'm not getting into the details. Main point is, he is almost definitely going to win unless they can pull out something crazy for Buffy. I've already seen a lot of stuff for Buffy. I know that one major thing for her is, I don't think it is standard, but I know that she kind of got godlike power in one arc.
Oh hey, Blade's gonna get a live-action appearance on Death Bell before his movie comes out.
If his movie comes out. Bro, I don't know what is going on with that. All I know is that test screenings did not go well. So, they might be redoing it. I don't know. It might not even have been test screenings, but I've heard people talk about the original script online.
The switch to Japanese, by the way, was so hype. I love that so much.
Pairing it with the piano, I liked that, yeah.
That was so good. It was so colorful and so clean. That's like his... I can't remember if that's like his first lead as a 3D episode. First lead.
Yes, it was. He was pretty open about that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know he helped in like previous 3D ones.
Hyper, I said
but
yes.
Okay.
I said yes. It was his first lead as a 3D. Who else was on the 3D for this episode, though? Let me see. Yeah, Double Artemis and David were on it, too. I thought so, I wasn't positive. I wonder what sections they animated, because this was pretty consistent all the way through, I would say. Right. There are some things about the animation that I am curious on. Like, I am pretty confident it was a custom Maka soul, and the goblin guy, I don't remember his name. Why did he even need a 3D model? That so easily could have just been a PNG. They went through the effort of giving him a 3D model just for him to appear in the background. But yeah. It's funny. It is just accurate, but it's funny to me how much younger Maka looked than Ruby in the animation because of how big her head was. She is, like, significantly younger than Ruby, though. Alright.
Yeah, I like that. That was really fun.
I guess one thing I will say, animation-wise, it was very clean. I feel like they always had a rim light on them. So they were always lit from the back, and in a couple sequences, I think that might have muddied the shots, but overall, it did look very good.
Yeah, this was nice. That's nice.
Alright, well, yeah. I don't think there's anything else for us to say. It was a good episode. It was a good celebration of 200 and this matchup from all the way back when. I think it was the last long time request from like that season 2 era that people were really waiting for. There are more matchups you can come up with from that time, but I don't know. I feel like this was the only one that had a massive push behind it. Like, people will say Mickey Bugs, but how much do people actively talk about Mickey Bugs, you know? Alright, I think we're done. If you guys have anything else to say.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. It was a fun one.
Goodbye. Yeah.
If you guys like the video, like it. If you didn't, dislike. We'll see you in the next video.
Also, if we somehow don't have a blooper, I know the perfect one in mind.
Okay, then.